We have Gloria Allred with us also. Let me bring her in. And you have a number of your clients here as well.
Yes. Yes, I'm here with my clients, two very, very brave women who also were prior bad act witnesses who had the courage to testify in the second criminal case as prior bad act witnesses. That's Shalom Lasha and Liesl Lublin. And they're here today to see Mr. Cosby receive the consequences that he should have.
Shalom, can I ask you, what was it like when you saw him finally be sent to jail?
Happy. I was very, very happy with the results. Yeah. Very.
You think 3 to 10 years is enough?
It's better than nothing. At least he's going to prison. He's going to have time to think about what he did to Andrea and the rest of us women.
How about you? Did you think this day would ever come? It's sort of an old question, but did you?
Not at the beginning, I didn't. When everyone told me that the statute of limitations stopped you from doing anything, so I didn't. This is a real surprise, and it's a welcomed surprise, and
Really a surprise, really.
I'm surprised that it followed through, that it got to follow through.
You surprised that he was convicted or that he's going to prison?
I was a little surprised about both initially, but I did everything I could to fight for this and support Andrea's case and support every woman and everyone who's had to deal with these situations.
And she's told her truth in a court of law. She was under oath. She was cross-examined. It was vigorous. It was brutal. And she not only survived it, but she came back. And she came back with her truth. And so the court has sentenced him, Mr. Cosby. Well, he's classified him as a sexually violent predator. In addition to that, he has sentenced him to a minimum of 3 years before he can get, even before the parole board. And that's important because the court said he has to consider the protection of the public. He thinks it would be an undue risk to release Mr. Cosby on probation. And considering the gravity of the offense and the impact on Andrea and her family, this was the appropriate sentence.
How big this has been described as the first significant conviction of the Me Too era.
It is. Well, it is.
How big a turning point or milestone or plateau or moment do you think it is in that context?
Well, I think it's really important that many women have broken their silence and spoken out on #MeToo, but it's also extremely important that sexual assaults be reported to law enforcement and that law enforcement take those reported drugging and sexual assaults seriously and have the confidence in the victim if it's appropriate and there's evidence to support the allegations to proceed to prosecute. And that's what happened here. It was within the statute of limitations. This has been a long journey to justice. And finally, Judgment Day is here for Mr. Cosby.
How big, you have a big smile on your face.
It's been a long day.
Yeah, I can imagine. How big a day do you think this is in the grand scheme of things of where the country is and where women are in trying to find justice in these sort of situations?
I think it's beautiful because it's so many women are starting to stand up. And I like to think, it's because of us standing up and helping bring a broader eye to what's going on and say, hey, don't be quiet. There are people there to help you, like Miss Allred.
And I might add that they did this before #MeToo. This is for years. They began speaking up long before that, and this is the result. And so I'm very proud of them. And also my other client, Stacy, for example.
Hi, Ron Allen, how are you?
Yeah, she's never told what she alleges happened, her truth, to anyone but law enforcement and me. So, but today, later on today, she's going to explain what she says.
How are you feeling today about this day?
Liberated.
Liberated.
Yes, liberated.
How
There
so?
is justice.
And you must be optimistic about your own case going forward. Do you think this changes a lot?
For my case, there's a statute of limitations, so...
Yes, so she doesn't have a case that can be prosecuted. I do have a civil case.
But I understand there are efforts to change the statute of limitations laws in different states around the country.
And we did it in 3 different states. We did it in Nevada, Colorado, and we completely eliminated the statute of limitations for rape and sexual assault in California. And, there's efforts to do this in other states like Pennsylvania. But what I want to say is this is really important day, because it's important that the criminal justice system has finally worked on behalf of a victim and that women's words mattered and were valued.
Let me ask Stacy one last question. Because your case can't be prosecuted, Does this give you some sense of closure? How do you feel about that, having watched this case come to a conclusion, knowing that you can't have the same level of same type of justice?
I still feel great. Coming here, traveling all the way from Europe for this sentencing gives me closure. With the help of the district attorney, all of the prior bad act witnesses, our attorney Gloria Allred, it gives you closure. It is what you need, and everyone who has had something like this happen to them need to go.
Yeah.
It's
And
extremely-
Stacey was on the list of prior bad act witnesses. She was willing to testify, but the court limited how many could be called. But the prosecution wanted her to be able to testify, but was not able to call her.
Thank you all very much. I really
Thank you
appreciate
so
it. Thank you for
much.
taking the time, and
Thank you.
all
So
the
Bill
best to you.
Cosby is not a celebrity anymore. He's classified as a sexually violent predator.
He hasn't been a celebrity for a long time.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you all.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.